On today's video, we are in with a hot topic. Discipline will take you places where your passion and motivation can never. I know it's literally the same thing, but is it? It is though, but discipline will take you places where motivation and passion would never. So let's talk about it. And for this video, please make sure to engage, guys. Engage. Write down in the comment sections what you guys want to hear me say next, or what you guys feel like I've missed on in this video. So let's get into it. And before we do this, please make sure to go and subscribe. If you are a new subscriber, also don't forget to turn on the notification. So let's get into it. Let me tell you one thing about me. I'm not trying to make this about me, but one thing is for sure, I would never come here and sit and talk about something I have zero experience on. I would never. So me doing this video is coming from a point of I've done this and I've been through this, and I'm willing to share this and this. So first of all, you need to start by knowing the definitions of these things before you even get to like a place of like realization. Okay, so let me start by telling you the difference between discipline and motivation. Okay, for me, okay, it's not just for me, but this is the like logical explanation. Motivation and passion, these are emotional and short term, and you only do them depending on the mood you're in. Okay, motivational goals, you're only pursuing this because it motivates you, and you're only motivated by this because of the mood you decided, like the mood you are in is what affects your motivation. Do you get me? You will only pursue this motivational goal because of the mood you're in, and you tend to find people who base their goals with motivation or passion, they never like succeed in achieving them. A good number of people are not consistent with their emotions, etc, etc. For me, let me just speak about me. I mostly do set goals on I do things with motivation, without discipline, without direction, just with motivation. I'm like, okay, I'm in a good mood, then I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm in a good mood, maybe I will do this, you know. And then the next day I wake up and I feel like the mood is no longer there, and the goals I set really, that they don't feel as serious or as urgent, you get. So I tend to like not see through most of my goals because of the motivation behind the goals. Am I making sense? You see, like it was never about the discipline. It was never about like sacrificing this. Like I never made it as serious as it needed to be for me to achieve that goal. I only let my emotions get in the way of me achieving those goals. I was like, if I'm happy today, then I can do this. But if I have obstacles in my way, but if it's raining, I can't do it. Like these things affect my mood, my everything, and it's like I end up not succeeding in achieving my goals. So the difference between motivation and discipline, you find that in discipline, you will do whatever you're saying. You will do whatever you said you're going to do, regardless of the situation. Even if you're under the rock, you'll still do what you said you're gonna do. That is discipline. So the difference between motivation and discipline is that in discipline, you will do it regardless because you've already sacrificed the factors. You get, you've already sacrificed the habits. You get, like in discipline, there's nothing between you and your goal. It's literally like you have to go because it's do or die. Not do or die, but it's literally like when you are disciplined, you are focused, and with a focused mind, you tend to achieve a lot, for sure. That's like I'm not even joking. For sure, you can achieve a lot with a disciplined and focused mind. And to just expound on discipline, I did talk about discipline in like all my videos. Please go and check them out. But I say, one thing I say for sure is like, being disciplined is not easy. Being disciplined is not easy, and it's not something you can achieve overnight. As they say, Rome was not built in one day. But it is possible to be disciplined even if you're not raised as a disciplined person, even if you don't know the basics of, like, not the basics, but even without the knowledge of discipline, you can still be disciplined. I feel like most of us have watched this video from TikTok. So this lady is saying, in order for you to become your better version, you need to kill the older version of yourself. In order for you to become your better version, you need to kill your older version. Let me just give you a little bit of context. In order for you to attain greatness, you need to put off the old stuff, the old guy. This is it. It's even in the Bible. In order for you to move ahead, you need to stop looking back. It's basically the same. For me, when it comes to like making certain decisions these days, I'm like, I do self-analyze and I do some self-digging. And so what I'm trying to say is, it is possible to become disciplined. So when you base your goals off motivation, sometimes you see like a good number of people don't commit, don't have the seriousness to finish it. You don't even, let me use myself once more. For me, I've not been as consistent on this platform because I did lack discipline. And one thing about me, I always reinvent myself, like every day. Doesn't matter how many times I failed, I will always go back, start afresh. Shame is a state of mind, but still, like, when you do base your goals of motivation and passion, it's harder to like be committed. It's harder to be committed because your body is like, this is what I love doing. This is, yes, it's always gonna be there. I'm always gonna have time because it's just for me. I don't need to go as hard, this is me. Let's talk about how you can become disciplined. Let's talk about the small steps you can take towards being disciplined. Number one, I said this in my previous video, you need to start by building trust in yourself. You need to start by building trust in yourself, because discipline is literally like, you can't do it without trusting yourself. How do you trust yourself? You need to start trusting yourself with the smaller things. E.g., you said, today I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna drink a whole bottle of water. When you wake up, do it. Drink the whole bottle of water, whether you want to or whether you don't. Even if you don't need the water, just drink it. If you do this consistently for 1 week, just 1 week, you'll find that your body already responds. Okay, that's how quick and easy it is. Imagine it is true and it is possible. It's not just the water, I'm just using the water as an example, but it's literally by trust starts from you as an individual. If you can't keep that promise to yourself, if you say, I'm going to start a clean diet, okay? If you're one of those people who don't have clean diets, like all of us, we have our weaknesses, okay? And it's not a crime. It's not a crime to be weak. It's just like, don't let it be a life, like your definition. Don't let it define you, okay? So I'm saying, like, if you find an area where you're weak in, I know you've seen this, you've heard it, but it's true. I don't speak from things I don't have experience on. If you find yourself, you have areas where you're weak in, those are the best areas to test yourself in those areas. For me, I had like struggles in drinking water, for sure. Like, it was a struggle. So what did I do? I built this system, I built this routine whereby I drink water regardless of how I feel, in order to build trust with myself. And you find, like, after building trust with yourself, people start to trust in you, because you become a person who keeps your word. You become a person who keeps their word. And like, for real, like, that just sinks in. When someone even tells you like, hey, we are having this event, can you pull up? You know, like, for sure, if I can't pull up, I say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling it, so I'm not going to pull up. Or if you're going to pull up and you think you get late, you like, oh, like, if you get late to that event, you make the call like even 30 minutes to or 30 minutes after, like, you make the call and you're like, hey, I think I'm getting late, but I'm still pulling up. You see, it's that easy. It is that easy. So choose the step. That is step number 1. Start by building trust in yourself. So point number 2, I hope you guys are writing this down, because even me, I have a book, although I've not written these things down. I only wrote a little bit, and then I got like, anyway, I hope you guys are writing these points down, because you need them. And I always say, if you don't want to forget something, please write it down. So point number 2, start by building the structure. So you've already built the system of trusting yourself. Number 2, we are doing what? Building the structure. How do you build a structure to trust yourself? Number 1, by, like, it's so easy. Start by setting timers, routines, alarms. It is that easy. If it's so hard for you to like do it, just set an alarm. Let me tell you, setting an alarm is easy, but waking up to that alarm or responding to that alarm is the challenge. Responding to that alarm is the challenge. And I understand, because I'm telling you, I don't speak from things I don't have experience on, and that's why I'm telling you, like, you just set them. At some point, it's gonna take time before you even do that first cup of water. It's gonna take time before you even achieve your first step. So just set the alarms. One day it's gonna hit you that, I've been pushing this alarm aside for too long, let me just respond to it today. One day it's gonna hit you like, by the way, I want to respond to these reminders, I want to respond to these alarms. For me, I did put like timers. I did this last year. It's been like 3 years. I put this reminder on my Google Calendar to always do makeup at 2:30 to 4. So that's a difference of 1 hour. I did this a year ago, and it's always coming up till date. I always get the reminder of, it's time to do your makeup, it's time to drink. Like, it's been here for years. I had it the whole of last year, the whole of this year, and this is a reminder I set 2 years ago. So you see, even these days, like, when I see this reminder and I find myself following through, I get happy, because I'm like, this is growth. This is growth. So first you build the system, then you do the structure. When you start to trust yourself, and when you find yourself trusting yourself, it's not gonna be hard for you to follow through on the reminders, on the timers. Okay? This is why discipline matters. When you decide to become disciplined, you find that you build a routine which your body also follows, because it becomes part of you. Discipline leads to consistency, which came from the routines you followed. Okay? And you will find that being disciplined is more like, you can trust yourself more when you're disciplined over when you're being motivational with something, because you find when you choose to follow your motivations and your passions, you can't even trust yourself. You get, because being like choosing a motivation to follow is like relying on the weather, because it may have, like, today it may rain, tomorrow it may not. Your motivations can't lead to success, I'm sorry to say, because your motivations stem from your feelings. Do you get? Your motivations stem from your feelings. Your passions stem from your feelings. So you choose, when you choose to be passionate, or when you choose to be motivationate, when you choose to be motivated, and when you choose to be passionate, all these things, they stem from your emotions, your feelings, which you find you can't rely on. You can't rely on your feelings to attain your goals. Hey, you can't. I learned that the hard way. And I'm here to share this because I believe I am becoming like a better version of myself. There's no even doubt. There's no doubt. Like, you can also become a better version of yourself. Okay, so for my final takeaway, live with this. Okay, motivation and passion, these are just sparks. Okay, but discipline is the fire that keeps you warm in times of cold. Do you get? You will literally enjoy the fruits of being disciplined over being passionate and being motivated. And a word of encouragement, do not wait until you're ready for you to start this journey on like self-improvement, because my videos literally are about self-improvement. So don't wait until you're ready for you to say, oh, by the way I'm gonna start running, oh, by the way I'm gonna start. Like, don't wait until you're ready for you to start. You can start today, right now. So like, either way, you'll be good whenever you choose to start, but don't wait until you're ready. Start it as soon as. There's no better time than now. So have a nice day and a lovely weekend. Hey.